How much of your time are you actually investing in your relationship? It's Johanna with Echoing Magic Travel, and today I am going to show you that you may not actually be investing as much time into your relationship with your significant other as you think you are. If this is your guys' first time, welcome. If you're returning, thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. So a lot of people consider how much time they invest into their relationship, sometimes as a good indicator of how healthy your relationship is. While there's lots of factors and that shouldn't be the only thing, I would say that most of the things that we see as important to us, we tend to spend more time on. So I figured I would do the work for you guys and bring you some actual percentages and statistics on just a generic idea of a couple investing time in each other. Now, I will say this before we get any further. This is with the understanding that whether one or both of you are working a full-time job, all of the hours you spend apart working fit into one chunk of time. So either you work the exact same hours, they never overlap. This is without any overtime for a full-time job. And this is considering that there aren't any unusual circumstances in your work life. Let me use an example. I am a full-time paramedic firefighter. My husband is also a full-time paramedic firefighter. We work 24-hour shifts and we don't work the same days. So there's a whole different side of it if you factor in any type of schedule that has something abnormal like that into it. But let's just go with the normal amount of hours that we're all given. We all get the same amount of hours, no matter who you are, in a year. We're going to go off a year. That's where our base is. Everyone has 365 days, 366 if it's a leap year. We're going to go off 365 days a year, and every day has 24 hours. That means that there are 8,760 hours in a year that we have to invest our time. Now, obviously, we have to invest that into certain things like sleep. Let's go with the assumption that we're all getting the amount of sleep we should be getting, which is 8 hours. Some of us need more, some of us get by with less, but generically speaking, 8 hours is the number that we're given. So let's say that 8 hours of sleep a night over the course of a year is going to get you 2,555 hours of your 8,760 gone already. It's not a choice. We have to get our rest. It's just a factor. Let's not even include any of the other things that we have to do that are a little harder to specifically lock down. Obviously, we all have different health conditions or doctor's appointments. We spend time in the gym or working out. We have family responsibilities, sports for your kids, different parties and events depending on what different things you're a part of, including your job. All of these things that are responsibilities that also factor into our time, we're not even going to touch those. We're just going to go with sleep and a typical 40-hour, again, very typical. Life is not typical. We're just going to go with this. 40-hour a week work schedule brings you out to another 2,080 hours a year of work. So with just your sleep and your work, on the very generic averages, everyone's life is different, so those are going to change depending on how your life goes. You only have 4,125 hours left. In case you aren't doing the math, that's okay, I did it for you. That's less than half of your time left to invest into the rest of your life. And again, like I just said, that's all the responsibilities that you have, all the different requirements that you have, and just other basic things, cleaning your house, getting the groceries, driving, commuting back and forth. All of those things take time. Time is the one thing that you can make more of your life by investing it, but it's a very limited resource that we all have. So we're going to take what some people might consider a dream investment. Every single year you get this invested into your relationship. And by the way, I am not talking about family vacations with children or other family members. While those are great, that's not what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about any type of double date situation. It doesn't involve anyone else. This is strictly us looking at what's the percentage of time invested into that relationship with each other. What is that relationship worth to you? How much of your life, what percentage do you actually invest into it? Now I'm going to pause right here and just let you kind of come up with a number in your head, how much you think, what percentage you actually think you invest into it. Are you thinking super high? Are you thinking, oh, I don't want to know this? It's okay. We all have room for improvement, but getting the facts can sometimes give us that wake-up call to, because someday you want to be spending time with this person who you still enjoy, you still love spending time together, and you've invested into learning each other so that you can have that best friend, soulmate, partner, the person who gets you through all the other things in life, all those thousands of hours on something else. So here we go. Let's say that every single year you get a 2-week, we're shooting high here, a 2-week, 14-day. And you know what? We're even going to say that doesn't include the travel days. We're going to say like you're getting like a 16-day, but 14 full days together. Only the two of you, traveling, visiting, relaxing, whatever it is, just the two of you. 14-day vacation. And we're also going to say that the other 50 weeks of the year, those 2 weeks you're on vacation, the other 50 weeks, every single week, without fail, without getting interrupted or somebody getting sick or having to reschedule, every single week, you manage to go on a 2-hour date, uninterrupted, together. With a 2-week vacation and a 2-hour a week date night, that's only 5% of your time. If you are able to completely, in that amount of time, invest in each other, you're still only investing 5% of your time into each other. Now, that does not to say that that 5% is worthless. That 5% can make all the difference for the other 95% of your life. But that's a pretty high ask to go from, maybe we can make it to a date night this month. It sure would be nice if sometime in the next 5 years we can go on a trip together, to every single year, 2-week vacation, 2-hour date night every single week. That's only 5%. I don't say this or give you these numbers to make you feel like you are less than or that you are failing in your relationship. But I do say it to tell you this. If you're going down the path of life and you're not actively investing in something, then at some point it loses its value to you. We invest in the things that have value to us. And if you're going to get to the end of your parenting journey or the end of your work journey, when you retire or your kids grow up, or you all of a sudden wake up and say, now we have enough time. Now we have enough money to figure it out. The thing that you may then want to invest in may have deteriorated. So what is your relationship worth to you? That is my question. And how much are you willing to invest in it? It can be so easy for me to just sit here and say, oh, just go on all these things. I don't want you guys to go outside of your means or go into debt or not take care of your children or other responsibilities. But I do challenge you to think, what is my relationship worth to me? What am I willing to invest in? I will tell you that those investments do not come back empty, and it gives you the strength and the partner who can help you get through all the rest together as a team because you're on the same page. I hope that's an encouragement, not a downer to you, and maybe use this as a bouncing off point and find in the next 2 weeks, find that 2-hour date night. Just start there. Just start there. And maybe while you're on that date night, brainstorm. Say, if we could find a way to go on a 2-week vacation in the next 12 months, where would you want to go? What should we do? Do you guys have a bucket list? Start thinking about that. Open the conversation. If you never even try, it'll never happen, and you can do more together than you think you can. May the magic be with you. I wish you guys the best, and I'll see you next time.